5 years ago, Jamaican actor Kevoy Burton packed his bags, left Jamaica, and made Ghana home. It all started when he came here to shoot a film, Joseph. But what was meant to be just a project turned into a love affair with the country.
How do you know my name?
Where do you see my son? You're like a candle that cannot be hidden under a bushel.
Where are you going?
To look for my son?
I'm eating you!
No, pessoal.
I'm on a journey to reconnect with my ancestry.
Many more will find their way home.
May the souls of my two heroes rest in peace.
I sat down with Kevoy back then and talked about his big move to Ghana. Now, 5 years later, we're catching up to see how life is in Ghana and if anything has changed him, the challenges he's faced, and what's next on his journey.
I came to Ghana with a dream. I came here with a vision, and I know that a lot of people come here with the same. So for me to be a gatekeeper, I can't do it. You understand? So for me, I have to just, with Jamaicans say, fly the gate. You understand? So once I have the opportunity or the power to let people through, you're going through. I don't have to know you.
I like that, fly the gate.
Yeah, man, fly the gate.
I like that. Fly the gates.
Yeah, man.
Wait, I have to say it right. Fly the gates.
Fly the gate.
Fly the gates. Fly the gates.
Yeah, man.
Today, we're going to have a great conversation with one of my favorite people in Ghana, Kevoy Burton. He moved here from Jamaica 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been 5 years already. And he has done an amazing job bringing the culture of Jamaica to Ghana, managing to find a way to navigate this country and build a life. It is so amazing to see how far he's come. I'm excited. I met him first in 2019. You may have seen him on this channel before if you've been following me for a while. If not, you can watch one of the old videos and you'll see a little bit more about his story. But today we're catching up and learning more about what's going on with him and the new business that he's opened here in Accra. So today is going to be a really exciting conversation. I always love talking to Kevoy. Kevoy is such a special person. I love Kevoy. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule.
Oh, no, I love you too. Don't worry.
So it's like we're sitting here in your new business, your new restaurant, Boston's Garden, here in Oyarifa. This is going to be a chill, laid back conversation. We're having a couple of drinks. And this is from Afro, Ghanaian made.
Ghanaian rum.
Yeah, Ghanaian rum.
Local, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like pineapple. They have a pineapple and a ginger.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sit here and enjoy some rum while we have conversation. Ghanaian rum with our Jamaican Ghanaian, having some great conversation. Kevoy, for those who've not seen you, because you've been on my channel before, and we had a really in-depth conversation about your journey coming to Ghana. We'll briefly talk about that because there may be people that this is actually their first time seeing you. So introduce yourself. You're from Jamaica. How did you end up here in Ghana?
All right, so my name is Kevoy Burton, and I ended up in Ghana through movies, through film. So I started a film called Joseph in 2019, official film for the Year of Return. And I came to Ghana, saw Ghana, loved Ghana, moved to Ghana immediately.
It was like within a few months.
Yeah, it was within a few
because
months,
I interviewed you for the Year of Return on the red carpet premiere of the film. And in the interview, you said that you love Ghana and you want to move to Ghana. And I was like, yeah, whatever. People say this kind of stuff and then you don't see them again.
A serious man.
And then it was literally like when the pandemic was happening, before the borders closed in Ghana, you came, you
ran
moved.
here, I ran to Ghana.
Yeah, you came.
Like, I had
borders closed, and you've been here since.
I had to be here before COVID because then I know if COVID caught me in Jamaica, I probably wouldn't have been in Ghana.
Yeah.
If it caught me, because then COVID pushed back everything.
It did.
Yeah. So
it did.
for me, I wanted to get here before COVID. So I wanted to be here.
Yeah, you got here, borders were closed, and then you had a pretty soft landing.
Yes.
When I say that, what I mean is you had some fellow Jamaicans who helped you with your transition into Ghana. So talk about that experience.
So when I came here, I got help from the guys who own JamRock. That's Raphael. So me and Raphael, we went to the same high school in Jamaica, but at different times. So I came to Ghana. When I came to Ghana to shoot the film, I met Raphael at JamRock. And I told him that I wanted to move here. And he said, yeah, if you come in, we'll be your family. and it was like that. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And you worked with them at JamRock.
Yeah, I worked with them for almost 4 years. Yeah, for maybe 4 years. I stopped working with them in November last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've taken the step as an entrepreneur,
Yes,
opening
yes,
up your
yes,
own
yes.
restaurant right here.
Yes. So apparently, so I didn't open this restaurant.
Okay.
So this restaurant was here before.
Okay.
Right. So I became a partner in the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah. So this restaurant has been around since about 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still relatively new. It's not
it's
old.
relatively new.
Okay.
Yeah. But the owner of this restaurant, the original founder of this restaurant, he's always seen me at JamRock, and he's always said, "Yeah, you know this guy, he has the right energy for this." And he's always been saying, "Yo, you should come and run this place." And I said, "I'm working with JamRock." And then now, you know, when it was time for me to, you know, spread my wings, you know, go out on my own and things, so I started looking out for opportunities and things. So I approached him with a partnership idea, and he loved the idea. And he was like, "Yeah, man, go ahead, take it. It's whatever you want to do, go, take it, do it." Yeah. So that's how I ended up here, and it's been great so far. Now, you know, a lot of people come here and they expect a Jamaican menu.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, it's going to be Jamaican.
No, not yet. So I'll incorporate the Jamaican menu, but I do know that I want to be local. You get me? So, because I know the local market is much bigger than the Jamaican market. It's much bigger than the international market. So for me, I want to tap into the local market and see what I can get from the local market, because I know it's local people that's here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My experience from JamRock taught me a lot, and I mean, it put me where I am today, and it has helped me in terms of understanding the hospitality business a lot. So, you know, it's something that is now pushing me to create something here that is much different from what people have seen before. Yeah.
So what's on your menu here?
Just goat, pork, turkey. We have chicken, we have tilapia. Now I want to incorporate jerk chicken. Maybe I'll try jerk goat, because then, you know, a lot of people don't do jerk. People do jerk pork
And jerk chicken.
jerk chicken, jerk fish, but I want to do jerk goat.
I've never heard of doing
I know.
jerk goat before. That's different.
I know. So
That's
I want
different.
to do something like that.
Okay.
You know, just to you know, spark that curiosity in people, and so that people can, because goat is nice.
Yeah.
And jerk is nice. So jerk goat must be nice.
What about the people, because I get a lot of this from my audience, people who are vegetarians. Are there options that vegetarians can try here too?
Yeah, definitely. We have stews. We have like what do you call it? Vegetable stew, cabbage stew. I'm going to incorporate kalaloo. You know Jamaicans like kalaloo. So we
Explain
have to have
kalaloo for people who don't know what it is.
Kalaloo, I think Ghanaians, do they call it alefu or something like that? But it's like a green. It's a green. It's almost like contomeri.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's almost like contomeri, and and we also do contomeri as well. So it's a green leafy thing that we cook in a stew, and it's all vegetarian, just straight vegetarian, just greens.
Okay. Good. How has it been going so far since you joined since you partnered here?
It's been cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a great experience so far. I do have a lot more freedom here, in terms of what I want to do, in terms of my creativity, in terms of, you know, which direction I want it to go, all of these things. So most of the people that you've seen here, I've hired these people now, you know, so they come in now. So we're changing up the structure, we're changing up everything that's here already. So it's been a great experience. Like, I mean, and it's been a big learning curve for me, because even I remember the first big event we did here, it was a disaster. Like, Charlie, it was.
I'm glad you're sharing honest truth, because a lot of times people go into business and they don't realize there can be challenges. So what made it disastrous?
It was disaster, because then what happened is that the kitchen couldn't handle.
They couldn't handle the orders.
No, they couldn't. And then the waitresses weren't trained enough to handle the orders either. So it was chaos. So people were outside just vexed with me. Vex, like people come and they vex, and they say they go leave and they go have to buy food, and they came with money in their pockets to support me, and they couldn't spend it because then we couldn't move the things fast enough.
Right.
Yeah. So it was a disaster. And the next one, the next one you could tell that we learned.
Yeah.
So the next one we did a buffet.
Okay. So there's no ordering. They just go and pick from the...
You come, you take your food. if you don't want to eat, we don't care. But the last one, oh man, when we couldn't take orders fast enough, it was just chaotic, man. Like, people were really upset with me for that one. So I had to make it up to them for the next one.
I can imagine, because, I mean, you have a lot of people who follow you. You have a lot of people you've become friends with. You've made a lot of connections in the years that you've been here. So I know that people would have been excited to come, and I'm not surprised that there was a long line of people waiting to come support you, you know, who came with empty bellies, I'm sure.
100%. So the event actually, it stemmed from the citizenship ceremony.
Okay.
Because, you know, I helped a lot of people to get their citizenship.
Okay.
Last year. So I submitted a list of about 110 people.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that you helped with that.
Yes, I helped with that one.
That's right, because you're also, we forgot to say, you're also the president of the Ghana Caribbean Association. So, of course, yes.
So then most of these people, they came to support me. Yeah, because then, you know, even people, when I came here on the night, I met some people. They were like, "Oh, we've never met you before, but you helped us to get our citizenship, so we're really grateful." So I said, "Oh, all right, no problem."
That's so nice. That's so nice, because I mean, you got your citizenship in 2022.
Yes.
And so, you know, it's great that you were also able to help facilitate other people.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like,
there's a lot of people asking about that. A lot of people, I get a lot of questions of people asking, how can they become citizens? People sending me messages, how can they become citizens? What can they do? They want to come to Ghana. They want to like jump on a plane and come. And they're like, do I have to pay? Is there a fee? Like, what is it? Like, what did they do? You submitted the list of names, and what happened?
Pretty much what happened is this. So the government usually puts out a call for citizenship. So I know it's an initiative from Beyond the Return.
Yeah.
So I didn't know you were part of Beyond the
I
Return.
was. I resigned from that position, but I was, for 5.5 years.
Hey, Charlie.
Yes. we both have stepped into new territory. Yeah.
Can you see now a big production and go on But so the government puts out a call, maybe once or twice a year, and then they push it through the organizations that are here. So you have like the AAAG, which is the African American Association. You have Craig, which is the Central Region Association of Ghana, you know, and then you have Ghana Caribbean Association, which I'm the president for. So they push these messages through to say, okay, we need people who are here, who are living here, or people who are interested in citizenship in Ghana. And then what we'll do is put out a cry and say, hey, citizenship a give it. You want citizenship, send your name here, put your name on a list, put your contact, blah, 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 blah. And we'll put you through. And then once we put them through, then the government comes back again, and then they start making the calls, and then they start doing interviews. And then they do vetting, you know, check your police report, all of these things. And then they push you through.
Yeah, I heard that people had to go get a police report from the Nima police station, I believe it was.
From the Nima police station.
To do a background check. So good to hear from you, the process that, because I've been hearing different things from different people as to what happened. Different accusations are being made and stuff. You know, somebody was
I don't want to get into that one.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying different accusations were made. So I good to hear what happened with the Ghana Caribbean Association side, how that went through.
On my side, for me, I think I came to Ghana with a dream. I came here with a vision, and I know that a lot of people come here with the same. So for me to be a gatekeeper, I can't do it. You understand? So for me, I have to just, what Jamaicans say, fly the gate. You understand? So once I have the opportunity or the power to let people through, you're going through. I don't have to know you. Yeah.
I like that. Fly the gate.
Yeah, man, fly the gate.
I like that. Fly the gates.
Yeah, man.
Wait, I have to say it right. Fly the gates.
Fly the gates.
Fly the gates. Fly the gates.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. So so you know, after that, everybody was appreciative, and now you are instrumental in helping those people. Do you know if there's going to be any other call? I know there's a change of government now, so we don't really know. There's a bit of uncertainty.
No, but you know, to be honest with you, I hear that this government now was the first one to grant citizenship to a lot of
they did about 34 people, I think. Yeah, in 2016.
So I hear they're more friendly in terms of where diasporans are concerned. So I think it might even be maybe 1,000 next time.
Wanting to go over the top.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm challenging the government to let's go to 1,000. this time.
You heard him. He's challenging the government
Yeah,
to go
man.
to 1,000 next time.
1,000.
There are so many who, especially with different things happening around the world, a lot of people say that they want to feel a place that feels like home. What about Ghana made you feel like you knew you wanted to move here? Because literally on your first visit filming, that's when you kind of made the idea you wanted to do this, like to move here. What was it about this country that made you feel like, yeah, I want to move here?
Black people. You know, I want to be amongst my people, 100%. I've never been interested in US or UK or Canada or any of those places. Even the other day, the UK turned me down. I wanted to go into my stepdad's funeral. They were like, "Oh, they don't think I'll come back to Ghana." I'm like,
What?
why are you flattering yourself? Like,
What? You wanted to go to a funeral? They
yeah,
wouldn't
my
let you go?
stepdad's funeral. Yeah,
Oh
they
my
were like, "Oh, they
gosh.
didn't want me. They think I was going to run away." I was like,
You're-
to your country.
You're perfectly happy here.
Oh, they don't know who I am. So I say, you know, it's okay, fine. But for me, Ghana to me presented me with an opportunity to be the best I can be, if you understand. So I'll be amongst my people who I won't have a ceiling that says, okay, I'm this color or I'm from this place, so I can't go this high. Ghana, whatever you want to do, you just do it. You know what I mean? And it's black people, so you know, if you are a part of the standard, then you are standard. Finish. You know what I mean?
If you're part of the standard,
Then you are
the standard.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. No, let's do the Ghana snap.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah,
a good
man.
one. What about some of the challenges? Because some people talk about challenges coming to Ghana. We see a lot of diaspora who come online and they're giving it
Oh, yeah.
about their frustrations, things that they're like, no, Ghana this, Ghana that, Ghana this, Ghana that. I mean, I've talked about some of the negative things about Ghana, but not in the same way that some people
I know.
have. Some people,
I
it's
know
been
what you
pretty
mean.
brutal.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen
So
it, I've seen
what are your thoughts on some of the frustrations and why do you think people get so frustrated that they release so much anger in that way?
You see, I'll tell you something. So I get frustrated in Ghana because
And so do I.
Because Charlie, sometimes them teeth. Ghanaians teeth sometimes, you know, them teeth, man. But for me, I feel like challenges are everywhere. And one of the things I know why people are so rough or so, what do you call it? Are so, how would I put it?
I mean, their level of frustration is high.
Yeah, the level of frustration is high because then a lot of people are coming from a place where there's organization. And when I say organization, I mean that there are systems at work. You see me? When you go to the RGD or whatever it is and you sign a paper and you know that, okay, next week, Tuesday, it will come. In Ghana, it's like,
You go next week Tuesday
right,
and
my
they're
guy,
like,
relax.
oh, they say, oh, we haven't finished. Please come back. And you're like, you told me to come back on this
you're like,
day.
when should I come?
I'm back.
We'll call you.
You're like, I need it now. You know? Yes.
so I know that will frustrate a lot of people. But you see, my thing is, I'm coming from Jamaica, so the systems are a little bit similar. So it's so it doesn't frustrate me as much as it would like an American
Right.
or Canadian
Right.
or a person from the UK
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Because then Jamaica is the same. You go around the back and you say, "Hey, my brother." Sort this out for me, small. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like that. But for me, I've faced a lot of challenges in Ghana. In terms of one with my tailor, because I had a clothing business. Well, I have a clothing business, but I just don't have a tailor right now because for me, I'm just like I don't want to have anybody like that anymore. But the tailor, he stole a lot of money from me. Yeah, man. And even when I sent clients to him for measurements and things, he would tell them that, oh, you don't have to buy from him. You can buy from me directly. Like he's saying that you don't have to buy from Kevoy.
He can buy it.
Yeah.
They can go through him directly.
Yeah, he can make it cheaper. Can you imagine? Yeah. And this is somebody who I had like as a brother.
Yeah.
You understand? Because
Yeah.
then to me, I have a vision. When I have a vision, I don't usually think about short term. Like I think about the long term, and I think about how, okay, let's work on formulas. Let's work on, how we can, okay, this is small. Let's work on a size chart. Let's work on how we do our stuff standard. All of these things. But he was just on a different mission, if you understand. So he was just stealing from me. And even like anywhere you go, any type of business that you open, you have to be vigilant, because the people here, they steal. They steal a lot. You understand? And it's something that's very sad, and it's something that I also recognize with. It's so many sides to the story if you really look at it, Ivy. Because then we can't just get up and say, oh, the people are like this, and that is all. You understand? There are certain things that motivate these types of behaviors. You see me? Like for instance, it's low wages. The wages here are low.
The wages are very, very low. Minimum wage is really low. I think minimum wage, the last I checked, it was like, it wasn't even 20 cities a day.
Serious?
For the legal minimum wage that a person can get away with paying a person. So, yeah, so with that being low, the people feel like they're being cheated. They'll feel
They're
that.
gonna steal.
Yeah.
They're gonna steal. So for me, we have to look at it. We have to attack this thing many different angles, if you understand. So, and also there's also a thing with like people who are coming from the West. We have this mentality about Africans that we're taught to hate ourselves. So when we see, because remember, when we're in the West, we have to conform to a different type of or a different man's ideology.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
we believe that now what we have now becomes substandard. So whatever we come here and we see, we believe now that that is substandard as well. So we don't see it as something that can be normal or something that can be even worked on or something like that. We just see it as something that is below what we know. And we just believe, say, we can't do it like that. And then we chastise the people, and then we make it difficult for ourselves, and we make it difficult for the people. You see me? And that's why a lot of people don't like people from the West. You understand? Yeah, when you meet people from here, there's like, the people from the West, chip on their shoulders, all of these things. And you know, it's something that I think we have to work on. I think now that more people are coming, we're able to face these things head on. If you understand, yeah, we're able to face these things head on. Because me not leave. No matter what they do to me, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
You understand what I
Yeah.
said? This is where I'm going to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I'm going to set up my shop.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you want to do, it is fine. Me, I go find a way around that. You understand? But there are a lot of people who don't have that spirit, who don't have that mentality. They'll just go back to slavery.
Wherever they
and
came
say,
from.
yeah.
Okay, so you are never leaving. You are here. You are building a life. And I think that's really great and commendable because it does take time. A lot of people don't realize, you know, when you think about a country like the US, let's say, they're a few hundred years old. And there are times when they also were at that bottom of trying to build things. I mean, mind you, they used African, you know, people to help build the country.
They use that cheat code.
But, you know, every country has had its journey of where it is. And Ghana is still a relatively young country since independence. So, and I know people here who've told me it can take 5 to 10 years to really fully have your groove of your company, if you're an entrepreneur, just really kind of have the ball rolling. And once you pass that hump, then it's like things just kind of,
Smooth
So, and people usually abandon ship before they even get there. You know, because the comfort and safety of just, well, I know there's systems, let me go back because it's just easy. Everything's just, wheels are turning.
I also think that a lot of people come here thinking that things will be handed to them. Like you feel like, okay, when you come, they go say, yay, you come back here, here's a house, here's some land. No, it's not going to be like that. You understand? Because the locals here are still fighting. So how do you expect, as someone who is a foreigner, well, I mean, technically we're not foreigners, but how do you expect to be born outside of a country and then come and get all the benefits of the country immediately? It won't work like that. So we have to know that we have to work, we have to struggle. You see me? I haven't reached the point where it's smooth sailing yet. You understand? Because if I had a bag of money, you'd know. You understand? But I know that eventually, like even I think that this year will be my year, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like this year is the year that I will start seeing money. Because I haven't seen money yet. I haven't seen money in Ghana. I just know that I've seen shege. That is what I've seen, a lot of shege. But it's cool, you know, it's cool.
That's good. You know, the story you told about the tailor saying he can do it for cheaper. There was actually something like that in Canada, a place I worked. Yes, I worked at a shoe company in Canada They've now gone bankrupt. The company was called Payless Shoe Source. They actually had locations around the world. Yeah. So there was a guy who worked there that was stealing shoes. Yeah. So what he was doing was people would come in to buy the shoes, and then he starts telling them, I can get it for you. You can buy it from me cheaper. So what he would do is he would steal the shoes and put them in his house. And then people would come there and then buy it cheaper from him. So he got fired, you know, but it's just an example that, you know, there's thieves everywhere, you know,
100%.
There's thieves everywhere. And it's unfortunate that in this environment, because I feel like people, you know, there are evil people, yes, in the world, but then there are people who make decisions based on poverty mindset. So there's a lot of, you know, poverty that makes people make some of these decisions. Because there's a lack of understanding of the bigger picture sometimes. So people make these kinds of decisions based on the poverty mindset a lot of the time.
They just want to eat.
Yeah, like day to day.
Yeah, they just want to eat dinner and finish.
Yeah.
They don't think about profit. They don't think about long term. They don't think about, okay, if we can expand in this way, then we can make more money.
Yeah.
On a more consistent basis.
Right.
Then they don't think about those things.
Right. Or if I help my boss make more money in the business, I could also make more money. I can also get promoted and be at a higher level. You know what I mean? Those thoughts don't come to mind. It's just, what do I need now? Yeah. Yeah.
So chop this money right now.
It's an unfortunate situation.
Very, very unfortunate situation.
So what is your favorite part about being here, like being in Ghana?
How would I say that now? I don't even know. Like I wouldn't say I have a favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's so many things that I like about Ghana. I like the freedom. I think maybe that is my number one. Like the freedom for me is cool. Like for me, when I used to be in Jamaica, I was a lot more vigilant in terms of when I'm walking at night. When I'm passing bush.
For safety.
Yeah, for safety reasons and things. So you know here, now I don't even think
Ghana's safe.
I don't even think anybody's gonna attack me for anything.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen Ghanaians come all the way like face to face like this and they still don't fight. You know what I mean? And I've never seen anything like that before. In Jamaica, you step on somebody's shoes and you're in a fight.
That's bad. That's bad.
Oh yeah, man. It's so for me. I think freedom, food, because I like the food. I like the food in Ghana.
What's your favorite Ghanaian dish?
Oh,
or 2 or 3 favorites?
All right, let me give you 3. My 3, I would say, let me give you fufu, with any soup. I like granite soup, palm nut soup, good light soup, tilapia soup. I don't care.
Okay.
I like contomere.
I love contomere.
But I like to mix contomere with Jamaican food, which is dumpling.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Oh
it is
my
brilliant.
goodness.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I like dumpling.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, I would have never thought to put that combo together. That's
Trust
brilliant.
Trust me on this one. Hey, Charlie, that one. Mwah. And then I like beans.
With the plantain?
Yeah, beans and plantains.
Okay, cool.
So that's me.
Okay.
3.
Cool.
That's 3.
Cool.
That's 3.
Cool. That's good. And how do you handle the shito pepper?
Yeah, you know, I just got into shito. Just the other day. Yeah, my girlfriend introduced me. I mean, she introduced me to a new one. I was like, yeah, man, you had to try it again because she likes that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, all right, no problem, I'll go try it. So I've been trying it small. And I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
It's cool, yeah. But before, I was like, nah, I don't like shito.
So have any of your family members come to Ghana while you've been here yet?
No, not yet. But my sister and my brother, they want to come as soon as possible. Yeah. So now that I didn't have my own apartment before. Now I have my own apartment and everything, and you know.
So they have a place to stay.
Yeah. Now they have a place to stay. So now they can come. So now they're eager.
Yeah.
Like, they're very, very eager to come because I've never even met my younger brother before.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was born while you were here?
No, he was born. He was born in the UK.
Oh, so he's been living there.
Yeah, so he's been living in the UK, and I've never been to the UK before.
Oh,
and as
wow.
soon
And
as
then they
I
denied
moved to
you.
Ghana, he started traveling to Jamaica. Yeah, so I've never met him before. So I'm looking forward to meeting him this year.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice time. He's gonna be 18 this year. Can you imagine?
I know. That's so wild.
It's so wild. Yeah, it's so wild.
That you haven't even had a chance to meet him, and he's gonna be 18.
Nah,
But you get to chat and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the beauty of the the communications
Yes.
now is being able to really talk to people,
Yes.
video call, those
All
kinds
of
of
them
things.
things, yeah.
Whereas back in the day, I remember there was a time that I was in a long distance relationship with someone, and one of my dad's friends, I was talking to her and saying how, oh, you know, it's so hard with the long distance, and she was like, huh? Excuse me? She's like, you guys have no idea what long distance really means. She's like, when me and my husband, when we were dating, she's like, he's on one continent, I'm on another continent. We had to write letters. She's like, you write a letter, the letter takes 6 weeks to get there. By the time he receives the letter, all that is old news now. Now he's responding to the old news, sending back the letter another 6 weeks before he reads it. So she's like, we're sending old news to each other by the time you receive it. You know, and then you're waiting until you get the money for that one phone call, because the phone calls were so expensive back then per minute. And she's like, you guys are doing these calls on WhatsApp, on whatever, you just easy calls to people, video.
Video call,
so she's
everything.
like, you guys need to stop complaining.
Oh, no. We shouldn't be complaining.
I was like,
at
oh,
all.
that's some perspective.
That's some real perspective.
Yeah.
That's some real perspective. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So here at Boston's Garden, that was the name when you came, or
Yeah,
you
that
named
was the
it?
name. No, that was the name when
that
I
was the
came.
name. Do you know why he chose Boston's Garden?
No, they call him Boston. They call the guy who found this place Boston. They call him Boston.
Okay, because I was
Yeah.
thinking, I was like, why is the name Boston? I was like, because I think of Boston, Massachusetts in the U.S.
No,
Why
sir.
Boston?
No,
That's his nickname.
Yeah, that's his nickname. That's his nickname. And this is actually his garden. So this is actually his property. So his house is
Back there somewhere.
yeah.
Okay.
And then he decided to just build something in front of it and things. So I was like, all right, no problem.
All right.
But it's always been a place that I've loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, always loved this place. So I've always used to come here as a customer and thing. So I knew him from before. We were friends.
Yeah.
We've been cool.
Well, then that's why he asked you to be a partner.
Yeah, he said just the other day we were reasoning, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you have the energy for this, man. Like, you're definitely made for this thing."
You are. I mean, you have the energy. Like, really, if anybody follows you on social media, follow him on social media. You see his storytelling, sharing his experience in Ghana. You recently shared an experience of having malaria.
Yes.
So a lot of people are afraid to come to Africa because they're afraid of getting malaria, because they hear malaria can kill you and all that kind of stuff. It is something that can kill you if it's not treated right away. People wait and delay. By the time they go to the doctor, it's like in the
too
late
much, yeah,
stages.
it's too much,
So
yeah.
it's best that you get it treated right away. You know, you'll go through a lot. I am so grateful I've never had malaria.
Oh, really?
Never had malaria. And I've been
I was
living
saying
here.
that like 2 weeks ago. I was like, "Yo, me never catch malaria yet. I'm gonna catch that." And then twos, bloop.
Oh my gosh, I've been so fortunate. So tell us what happened and what the experience was like.
Oh, it was a terrible experience. I can tell you that for sure. I didn't know what it was. So I woke up maybe Tuesday morning and I was like, yeah, I feel maybe a little bit tired, because I'm somebody who I like to work through the night. You understand? So I woke up and I was like, maybe I feel a little tired, so maybe I'll go back to bed. When I got up, I couldn't, like, my legs, my joints, everything started paining me. My head was mad, and I was feeling torment. Like I was sweating. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't stay in one position. I couldn't do anything. So I called my girlfriend, because she's a doctor, and she says, "Yo, she'll bring me some medications immediately." Is it me? And she brought some for me and thing, and she told me that straight away that it was malaria. So I was like, all right, no problem. So for about 4 days, like non-stop.
Wow.
Yeah, just non-stop headache. I was weak. I couldn't sit up for long. I started feeling fatigue as soon as I started talking for a very long time. So it was like the most torment experience I've had. Cause me, I don't get sick on a regular basis. I don't even like taking medication. I don't even like taking pills. As me think of Babylon, you understand? Pill of Babylon. So I was like, nah, I don't want to take no pill,
But with malaria, you can't.
With malaria, give me the pill right now. Give it to me right now. Let me take it. No, but it was a really terrible experience. I can tell you that for sure. And it's something that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Oh yeah, it's bad, man. Like I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything. I had to cancel my birthday party.
Yeah.
Well, not cancel, postpone.
Yeah. But you're feeling good now.
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
How many days did you endure this?
Maybe for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 days straight, back to back. Wow. Yeah, it was really really
I'm glad that you came out okay.
Yeah, I did okay, but I lost
You lost
plenty
weight.
weight. Yeah, I lost plenty weight because
I mean, you couldn't eat.
I couldn't eat. Yeah, I couldn't eat. I couldn't even eat fruits. I had one mango in my fridge eating for 3 days. Anytime I felt a little sharp pain, like hunger, I had to just put something inside just to settle the worms small. And
oh
then,
my goodness.
Charlie.
Oh my goodness. Has your girlfriend had malaria before?
Yeah, but
so she knew the feeling.
Ghanaian, so she get that long time. She get that long time.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I haven't had it. Thank God. Yeah. Like I lived here 2 years, 2011 to 2013. Never got it.
Yeah.
Left, came back. I've been here now since 2016 and I still haven't.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And someone was asking me what my blood type is. I don't even know.
They said
they were saying something about some blood types that
sickle cell.
I don't have the. I know I don't have the sickle cell trait. I know that I don't because I've been tested for that when I was younger, when I was a kid. But thank you God, I haven't. Just pray that it continues. But yeah, I'm glad you're okay now. Yeah, and you're back to business.
Oh yeah, man, 100%. Now we're ready again.
Yeah. I want to backtrack to because I'm looking at your shirt and I really like your shirt. Talking about your fashion brand when you were talking about the situation that happened with the tailor. Did you light off?
Can you imagine?
Light off. We're still rolling, right? We're still rolling, right? So this is an experience in Ghana. Not even gonna front. Not even gonna fake it. You know, sometimes the power goes out in Ghana, and if you move here, be prepared for that possibility of it happening. So it's happened in the middle of a shoot. Our lights, nice light setup, everything. Now the power is out. Great conversation. About to start talking about his fashion brand.
Can you imagine?
And then, shoom, light off. Light off.
ACG Wagwan.
You know, and you know what's really funny is you can be in a neighborhood, which this happens in my neighborhood. And when the light goes off, it's so interesting because it's like it goes off and then you hear all of a sudden it's like you hear everybody, oh, like
in unison,
as if you're in a sports stadium and and people are all upset. And then when it finally comes back on, like I know there's been times when it's off for maybe like a few hours and it comes back. And in my neighborhood, it's like people will come and they're sitting outside of their house and they're in their chairs having conversations and then when it comes back on, yay!
That's a Jamaican thing. You see, that's how I know Jamaicans are similar. when light come back in Jamaica, light come, hey, my fence beat down. It's different. You know?
Yeah. So we have no light now. So it's hard for you to see us as good as before. So should we switch locations so we go outside, get a little bit more light so we can wrap up
we can get
our, continue our conversation?
In the garden here.
So we're going to switch locations and go outside and continue our interview in the light, the sunshine. This is Ghana.
Welcome.
Okay, so we've moved outside because of the power being out. In Ghana, people will say light off or they say dumsor. So dumsor is actually, it's spelled D-U-M-S-O-R. Dumsor is actually a tree combination. Dum for off, so for on. So dumsor. Yeah, off, on, dumsor. So you can even Google it. Dumsor has a Wikipedia page.
Dumsor
has a Wikipedia page. Look it up and it'll talk about Ghana not having power.
Ghana do better than that.
So we're outside now. It's a little bit warm. So I've got my fan made in Tamale, northern region of Ghana. I like supporting things that are made in this country, supporting our artisans, our designers. And this even that I'm wearing is from a designer, Akatesia, here in Ghana. And we were about to start talking about your fashion before the power went out. So I want to talk about that. I love the shirt that you're wearing. Despite the challenges you had with the tailor, have you found someone else to change over to? Have you, continue with the brand?
Yeah, so I wanted to relaunch. So I'm opening a display shop here.
Okay.
Right outside here.
Okay, so it'll be on the same grounds.
Yeah, on the same grounds.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So now what I'm looking for is like a mini factory. If you understand.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to get like maybe a 1-bedroom living room. So that what we can do is we can do the sewing inside the living room and then I can house the tailors inside the house.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah man, so I'm definitely continuing because there's still a lot of people inquiring about my clothes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people like my swag, you know.
Yeah.
So-
You're always
so-
looking good.
Oh, give thanks. Stop that. So yeah, I'm definitely, it's something that I like. It's something that I'm passionate about. Because I like creativity. Anything that's creative, that's me. You understand? So for me, I like the creativity of it. And now I even have a Jamaican who is he's a fashionista, like a fashion tailor in UK.
Okay.
But he makes English suits.
Okay.
But he's teaching me how to take it to the next level.
Nice.
Yeah. So he came around and he was like, yo, he likes my spirit. So he came here to see me. He met me at JamRock, and he was like, yo, I like your spirit. I like where you're going, and I want to teach you what I know.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
I want to teach
really
you what I
great.
know. Yeah. So I was like, yo, cool. And we've been friends since. You know, so I'm even going to do a shoot for him. He made a suit for me.
Oh.
And so I should do a model for him. And I said, all
Nice.
right, no problem.
Nice.
Yeah, but I've definitely taken the fashion brand to another level. What I want to do mostly is I would like to start sending my clothes to like stores, like in the UK, maybe in the US. You know, maybe I can start sending maybe 50 pieces, 100 pieces every month, so that I can have the tailors having work. I want to employ the Ghanaians. I also like to use the local fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be. I don't like the idea of importation of goods here.
Okay.
If you understand.
Yeah.
So for me, I like to source the local things. So I like the local materials. I like the kente and all of these things. So I even now I even take the kentes and I make fashion from the kente.
Nice.
Yes, I make fashion from kente. So it's something that I definitely want to continue. And yes, I have found. I know my head tailor now. I have a head tailor. I've already told him that, listen, you're going to be my head tailor, and he's 100% in.
Good.
Yeah. So now what I'm doing now is just trying to source the factory and finish up this shop here so that I can have a display shop. So when people come, they can have ready-made clothes because I have the standardization of the clothes already. So I know what is my small, my medium, my large, my extra large. All of these things are already set.
Good.
So I know all of that. So
Good.
what I'm doing now is just fixing up this place. And then we're ready for people.
Good. And it's menswear.
Yeah, menswear. But I want to go into women's wear. But the thing is, I've struggled to find a woman, like a female tailor, like
Okay.
someone who makes female clothes. So
Yeah.
that's the problem I'm having.
Yeah, somebody who's really good.
Yeah,
and
somebody
meets
who's
the
good.
standards you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And doing women's clothing is, it has a different challenges
Yes.
than menswear because, and I used to work in fashion, so I'm speaking from experience that it's like, because men's bodies tend to be more straight.
Yes.
You know, because you don't have the curve of a bust line and the curve of a waist going in and the hips coming out. So it's completely different.
It's very, very different.
Yeah.
So women come in all different shapes and sizes. So for me, I'm trying to find a way how to standardize the women's clothing aspect of it, because then if not, then I have to make it custom, which is going to be difficult.
It's more challenging
it's gonna
custom
be
work.
very difficult. So what I want to do is I want to find ways of, because you know some women will come with big boobs and then they don't have
Yeah.
booty is small,
Yeah.
or their booty is big
And this
their
is small,
boobs-
yeah.
oh Charlie, or both is big, or both is
Yeah,
small, or
yeah.
so for me, it's just striking a balance where the women's clothes is concerned. And once I've struck that balance, because I know women buy clothes way more than men. So I really want to tap into the female market, but I just have to find the right person who can take it forward for me. Yeah.
But the men's wear is a good way to start as well, even if you don't ever venture into women's wear.
Yes.
A lot of men love to look good.
Oh yeah.
You know, a
Like
lot of
myself.
men. Yeah.
Yeah, like myself. I really do. I really do like to dress up. I like to know that, okay, when I'm going somewhere that is, you know, like fancy, I like to put on a nice Kalthan suit that looks sharp. You understand? Yeah, for me, because I don't wear English suits anymore. I don't.
You stopped.
Yeah, long time. So it's my friend now who makes the English suits now who's convincing me to wear.
To
some
wear.
English suits.
Okay.
But you know, it's just for modeling.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't wear English suits at all. I just wear Kalthan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. When was the first, I mean, not the first, but when did you realize that you wanted to stick with wearing like the kaftan rather than the traditional or typical European style suit?
Me just like black man like ideas. You know? For me, when from the moment I came to Africa and I realized that, all right, we have our own culture, we have our own ideas, we have our own everything. I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I mean, this thing, it matches the way I look, if you understand what I'm saying, because then everybody makes culture based on who they are and what they look like. So for me, when I put on a kaftan suit, I look like a real black man. So for me, so English suits to me now, it's just, English suits now even look strange to me, you know what I mean? So for me, I like the ideologies behind our culture and things. So for me, I'm here to experience what it is that I didn't experience as a child. Because when you're in the West, it's like what's African is substandard, you know what I mean? And for me now, as an adult, I can know that whatever my people made is excellent for me.
So what were some of the things that you learned growing up about Africa in Jamaica?
Yeah, we hear that Africa pitney hungry and, you know, people are starving in Africa, and every time you see on the TV, it's always like a wilderness, like it's dry and there's no plants and there's no trees and there's just people living in caves and there are people who are backward. And so for me, like, I still get questions about lions and tigers and wild animals jumping out of bushes and all these things. So for me, I know that people are still ignorant. But I one of my aims is to show people that it's not what you think. You see me? It's really not what you think. And I think people should just use the internet.
I know, especially in this day and age, the internet is there.
Yeah,
Social media is there. People
there.
are showing things and people still believe.
It's there. But I think, you know, I'll tell you something. I think Afrobeats is changing that for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially the music videos now that are coming out. You know, people are chopping life.
That's true. That's true.
They are chopping life
Yeah.
in these Afrobeats
Yeah.
music videos. So I think it's changing a little bit, but I still get those questions. I can tell you that for sure. But now that I'm in Africa, I just know that Africa is the standard for me. 100%. Yeah, 100%.
You know what's interesting to me is in Jamaica, there's like the history of the Maroons and everything. So I'm always surprised that people still...
No, but they don't teach that in school.
They don't teach it in school.
No.
So you have to like learn on your own.
I learned about Marcus Garvey as an adult on my own. They don't teach that in Jamaican schools. They just tell you that, oh, Marcus Garvey is a national hero. Finish. But you don't know what Marcus Garvey has done for black people in Jamaican schools. You don't know that.
What?
Yeah? Can you imagine? Marcus Garvey, one of the greatest black men to ever walk this earth. Born in Jamaica, and they don't teach about him in school.
I'm so shocked because when I went to Jamaica, we went and did this tour and they showed like the national heroes. There was like monuments to them, and they don't teach this in school.
No, they don't teach it. I didn't know who Marcus Garvey was until I was an adult. Like, I knew who Marcus Garvey was, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, they would say, okay, Marcus Garvey, he was actually our first national hero in Jamaica. So that's something that you know.
Right.
That's common knowledge. But then you don't know in depth what Marcus Garvey did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I had to buy the philosophies and teachings of Marcus Garvey to understand who Marcus Garvey was. And that's as an adult. So you know that someone who has influenced so many great black men in this world, they don't teach about him in school.
That's wild.
In his home country.
That's wild.
Oh, can you imagine?
That's wild. And like Queen Nanny and...
Yeah, you only hear snippets of these stories.
Yeah.
You don't really hear in depth. What they teach you in school, and I can even remember being in grade 9, and I can remember the teacher as well that I had this argument with, Miss Miller, when she said, our next topic will be European history. And I said, Miss, why are we learning about European history? I don't care. Like, I mean, I was like, aren't we black people? Like, I mean, why can't we learn African history or something? And she's like, oh, that's what's on the curriculum and blah, 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 this and this and this and this. And I know she was just teaching what's on the curriculum for sure.
Yeah.
But really and truly, in Jamaica, we don't learn that. It's the UK, it's the British curriculum that we learn.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
Here there's also challenges as well because I've heard people talk about that the school system here doesn't go in depth in African history either, and they also learn about European and British history and stuff. And somebody told me, because I didn't go to school in Ghana, but somebody told me that when it comes to the history of the colonization and the transatlantic slave trade, that they gloss over it. It's very like maybe a few pages and that's it.
Finish.
There's no details, no in-depth information. So
none.
when people see that people are traveling here, I mean, I've met people who are like, oh, they don't even really know the details about what happened inside of the dungeons and all this stuff until they're an adult. And they may go because of tourists coming. They're like, oh, let me go and see for myself. Then they're like, whoa, they didn't teach us all this detail. It's just surface level.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? And you live in a place like that. You live in Africa here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
how?
there's people I met who said that they went to school in Cape Coast, and as kids they passed that big Cape Coast, slave dungeon.
Yeah, man. Because we
you
don't
know,
call it castle, and a castle
and
that.
they pass it every time going to school, going home, and they said they've never gone in. They didn't know any details. They just know that's where people from abroad go and visit.
And that's the thing. If you don't know your past, how will you navigate the future?
Yeah.
How?
It's sad.
It's strange,
It's sad.
So it's
It's
very,
sad.
very sad. It's very,
sad.
very sad. I mean, and to me as well. I think I blame black people too, fully, because now we're in a space where we can be independent and we can teach our kids what we need to teach them.
Yeah.
But we're still holding on to values that we were taught. That for me, I think now we can start teaching our children that, listen, this is what this is, and we can start training them and telling them, okay, this is what that was for sure.
Yeah.
Learn about slavery, learn about what happened, learn about, all of these things, and don't teach it in a way that it seems like these people came to help in any way.
Yeah, because
These people didn't
sometimes
come to help in any way.
sometimes people are taught in a way that it seems like it was beneficial.
Yeah, like some people will tell you, oh, colonization was one of the best things that happened.
And when
I
I
want
hear
to
that,
slap anybody.
I can't believe when I hear that.
I want to slap anybody who says that. Because how? How? What do you mean? Like, I mean, colonization to me was like a mild form of slavery. You understand? Like, it was just a
It's on the mind.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. So it's like they took your mind. They took your mind from you and they gave you something else. And then now you start believing that what you have is no longer good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they have now is better than what you have. Finish. And then that's how people see it. And for me, I'm just a little upset with black people now. I'm not upset with white people anymore. I mean, I don't care about white people. I don't care what they do. I don't care about Europeans. I don't care about what they have. I don't care anything. What I care about now is that we are black people now, and we have information. We have money. We have knowledge. We have everything. But we're still not applying it. We're still not applying these things. So
That's the key.
yeah.
Applying it.
Application is the application is the key.
So part of applying it is also supporting businesses like yourself, Boston's Garden. If people want to come and have, a meal, enjoy the food, have great vibes. There's a pool table. You can play pool.
Yeah,
People
man.
can come, sit down, watch TV, relax, chill.
Yeah, man.
You're open 7 days a week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And then
Straight.
supporting your business in fashion.
Yes.
How you're on social media?
Yes, it's Kalthan Clothing for my fashion brand, and it's Boston's Gardens for the restaurant, and it's Kevoy B for me.
You can find him, and he's enjoyable to watch. He's been learning tree a little bit here and there, But I hear you. You're on there and you're saying some tree words. I'm like, hey, this guy's doing good. He's doing good. He's doing good.
I'm trying.
You're doing well. Thank you so much for your time today. I
No
always
problem.
love having conversations with
Me
you.
too, me too.
I wanted to come support so that people can know what you're doing now. They can come here, support the business, have another place, another option. Especially because some people come to Ghana and they stay in Abri. Some people stay in Abri.
Yes,
They're
a
staying
lot
at
of people.
Mensa. They're renting out. Sometimes Airbnb, people have places that they're renting out. That this is a place that you can come if you're on this side of town. Yeah, so come and check it out, Boston's Garden, and his clothing brand. You can follow him on social media, Kevoy B.
Yeah, man.
On all social platforms, he's Kevoy B. Right?
Yeah. Also,
And then you have, before we go, you have a YouTube channel. You're starting to talk about land and real estate now.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't forget about that.
No, we can't. So now, the thing I learned about Ghana here is what you can sell and sell a lot is credibility. So there's a lot of scamming that happens with real estate and all these things. So for me, I want to be that guy who I want to do the due diligence. You understand? So once I do the due diligence and I can sell a piece of land, and once I can do that successfully, then I know that a lot of people will come through me, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, so for me, real estate is one of the biggest things, because so many people have been in my inbox asking me how they can buy a house. I need to help them to buy a house. I need to help them buy land. I need to help them to invest. I need to help them to do all types of things.
Yeah.
So for me, I just want to help people to move here, and then they'll pay me for it.
Your YouTube channel, is that also Kevoy B?
Yes, it's Kevoy Burton.
Okay, for
Yeah,
YouTube,
Kevoy
Kevoy
Burton.
Burton, Burton,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So follow him, subscribe to his channel there, and you can get all the information you need
Yes.
about what he's doing when it comes to land and property and his experiences in Ghana. Yeah,
Yes,
his experiences
correct.
in Ghana. So thank you so much, Kevoy.
Oh,
I really
thank you.
appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
It's been a really great day. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
so much for watching. My name is Ivy Prosper, sharing stories from Africa and the African diaspora. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.